Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video and coming to spend some time with me. Today you guys, I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing part 2 of my nautical or beach decor DIYs that you can do for your home, and I did have a part 1 and I will link that below if you want to check it out. But today is part 2 and I am super excited to share them. So without any further talking, let's jump right in. So for the first DIY, I have here some stuff that I cut on my Cricut, but I'm going to set that to the side for now. I have this circle sign that I got from Dollar Tree. It's a part of their short living decor. I'm just going to cut off the hanger because we won't be needing it. I'm going to flip it over so I can work on the back side rather than trying to sand off all of that glitter in the front. It just makes it easier. So I'm going to give it a nice coating of some white paint, and I was going to cover it completely, but then I realized it would look better distressed. So I did start leaving it, a little bit distressed and not worrying about if it was covered all the way, because I wanted to be distressed for this certain piece that I'm making. So once that is done, I am going to let it dry, and then I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to go over it and sand it just a little bit so I can get a little bit more of the brown showing in the center of it, and just to the way I like. So just as you see here, just keep sanding until you like how it looks. And then once that is all complete, I am going to go in with some Mod Podge and place a nice layer on this sign, because when I place my vinyl, I don't want it to, peel up any paint or like not stick, because it tends to do that sometimes. So placing a layer of Mod Podge just fixes it up and just really ensures you that the vinyl is going to stick. So I do that, let that dry, and now I have my vinyl here, and the first one I'm going to place down is this really beautiful helm that I cut from my Cricut, and I am just going to weed it out and I'm going to place it right here on this sign. And I did make it almost as big as the sign because the sign is a circle, so I thought it was perfect to make it look like a helm. And so I just placed that down. And right now I'm just weeding out all of the little stuff that needs to be taken off. And I really love how it looks. And then I just place it down. I eyeball it and I try to center it as much as possible. And then once that is down, I do have another thing that I want to place down there. And it's a little saying that I cut that says "Let's sail away," and I'm just gonna weed that out and place that to the center of the helm, right in the circle where it's open. And I thought that it was perfect, and I really wanted to put a little saying in there because I thought it would be so cute. And you could obviously place down whatever saying you want in the center. And you guys, how are you liking this beach or nautical decor DIYs? I myself enjoy doing them and I love this type of decor. I am a beach lover. I am a beach bum. I absolutely love the beach. I could go there all day, every day. I just really love it. So I love the decor too for it, and I just want to know if you guys like it as well, or what types of decor style are you more into? Let me know down below in the comments because I would love to know. And now, as I did mention, I'm just placing down my little saying into the center of the wheel. And I really love how it looks there in the center. I think it's absolutely perfect. And I love the little saying. If you want, you could also place stuff around in between each of the handles of the wheel, in those spaces. But I just left it as it is, and now I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to place another layer on top of my vinyl just to make sure that it won't be coming off. And here is the final look at it, you guys. I added a little hanger that has bolts on it that I got from Dollar Tree, and I think it goes perfect with it. And I absolutely love how it turned out. You guys have to let me know what you think of this beautiful and simple DIY. I would love to hear from you. Alright guys, for this next DIY, I have here these two scrap wood pieces that you can find at Dollar Tree. And I am going to be putting them together. But before I do that, I am going to take my sanding block and just give them a good sanding all around, because sometimes they can be rough. So once I'm done that, I am going to place them together using some wood glue and hot glue. And right here, a little piece of the wood chipped off, so I'm just gonna hot glue that back into place, so that way my two pieces won't have a gap and I could glue everything nice and securely. So I just glue that back into place, and then I just put hot glue to the rest of it, and then I place them nice and tight together and press them until the glue is a little bit dried. You guys, these scrap wood pieces that Dollar Tree has been having out lately are amazing. I really love using them for DIYs. And so I'm gonna just press them together as you see me doing here. And then once they are nicely together, I am gonna give the whole thing a nice coat of some white paint, and I'm gonna let that dry really well. And I do make sure that I paint both sides and the edges. Don't forget the edges. And then once that is nice and dry, I am gonna take this long sticker sheet. It comes with two pieces, and this sticker sheet is really nice, you guys, and I thought it would be perfect for this nautical decor because it has the map and everything on it, and I really love it for it. So I'm gonna take it and I am going to just stick it onto this piece, and then obviously the sticker is bigger than the piece, so I am just going to center it, and I am going to cut off the excess using a sharp knife. And you guys, Dollar Tree's little knives are really good and sharp, and they do come with multiple blades, different blades that you can choose from. So I do recommend those because they are really good and they cut really good. So I just cut off that excess, and now the sticker should be nice and flush to the piece, which is what I wanted. And now I am just going to take some nautical rope and I'm going to glue it all the way around the edges of this little piece, because I do want to cover up any imperfections of the sticker as well. And I think it'll look really nice and give it a nice decorative touch. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun, place it, and then I'm just going to press down the rope, and then I will cut off any excess at the end. Now guys, I have some of these screw-in hooks that you can find on Amazon, and I have my drill here and my ruler, and I'm just going to measure out exactly where I want to place these hooks, and I place them every other inch, so that way you can have a little space in between and they won't be so close together. But you definitely could add a lot of the hooks and they could be close together. It's really up to you and what you would like, but I really didn't want a lot on here. All I did was place 5 of the hooks. So once I was done measuring, I just pre-drilled a little bit, so that way when I screw in the hooks, it can help the screw go in. And once I am done with that, I am going to add a little sawtooth hanger to the back, and this DIY is complete, and I absolutely love how it turned out. So simple and so nautical, and it's very functional. You can hang whatever you want on here and really place this wherever in your home. It could fit any room. And you guys, let me know what you think of this DIY. Alright guys, last up for today, I have here this little scroll sign from Dollar Tree, and I do have something here that I cut off of my Cricut. I'm just going to remove the little tag, and I'm also going to remove the jute string hanger because I'm not going to be needing that. So I'm going to remove that, and then we'll save our they are saying that we cut on our Cricut for later. I'm gonna go in with this truffle color from Waverly, and I am gonna distress the entire sign because I want it to look old and weathered and just worn out. But you definitely could leave it like this if you wanted to. I think it looks good like this too, but I just wanted it to be, you know, old looking. So I just took that paint and I took a little stippling brush, took a very little amount on the brush, and then I just started dabbing it all over the sign. And a little bit really does go a long way. I didn't have to really dip back in. So as you can see me doing it here, just dab, 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 and really up to what you like, then you would stop. So I just kept going until I saw that I liked how it looked. Then once that's done, I have this little wood plank that is from Dollar Tree, and before I paint this, I want to sand it down so that way there's no rough edges. So I'm gonna just take my sand block and I'm gonna sand each and every side, and I'm also gonna go on the corners and sand those down so that they're more of a oval shape, the wood plank, because I don't want them to be so sharp. So I want to round them out a little bit. So I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to keep sanding it until I like it. So I am just going to round them out all the way, and as you can see here, you can see the difference that it has between the sharper ones and the more rounded ones. So I do that, and then I'm gonna give this whole thing a nice coat of that same truffle color, and I'm gonna let that dry really well. And you guys, when I picked up this little scroll sign, I don't know why, immediately it came to my head to make it into a little stand, like a candle stand. I didn't want to use it as a sign as it was meant to be used. I thought it would be unique and awesome if it was like a little scroll stand that you could place candles on that looks beachy if you have your bathroom beach themed. So that is what I am making here. So this sign is now going to go on this wood plank, and I'm just simply going to hot glue that down. You could use E6000, but my E6000 broke, so now the glue is no longer useful. It hardened up, so I'm just going to take hot glue for now, and it works just fine. So I just press it down really nicely. And now we could go ahead and add our word that we got from our Cricut. And this says the beach is calling. And you guys, I do recommend to cut it in white vinyl instead of this blue. I just chose blue because I was all out of white. But I think white will show up way more onto this sign because you could see the blue once it's on there, but it's a little bit hard to see. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments if it's hard for you to see, but I would recommend using white vinyl. And as you did see there, I did add a layer of Mod Podge before adding my wording, just to ensure that it's going to lay down really nice and it won't not want to stick. So I always like to put a layer of Mod Podge, and now I'm just going to place it there in the more to the right side of the sign because there is a little starfish on the left side. So I'm just going to place that down, and once that is down there, I am going to give it another layer of Mod Podge just to make sure that those letters won't come off. Now guys, we obviously have to turn this into a stand, so we have to give it some little legs, and I just have these little wooden cubes, and I'm going to stack them into two for 4 sets, so I can have 4 legs, but I'm going to stack them into two so that way it can have a little bit of height. And the way I'm going to stack them is I'm going to put one straight, and then the one that I'm gluing on top of it, I'm going to put it at an angle so that way it gives it a little bit of a decorative look to it. As you can see there, you just have to turn the cube until all of the corners are on the sides of the first cube, And that is it. It gives it a little different look. And then I'm just simply going to hot glue them down to the bottom of my sign. And I forgot to paint one of the sides of the cube, so I do go back in to fix that. And for the final step of this DIY, I have here these little seashells that I just want to hot glue onto here just to make it stand out a little bit more and to give it a nice decorative look. So I'm just going to place the ones that I like and then just simply hot glue them down. And then this DIY is complete, and you guys, I absolutely love how it turned out. I think it's super cute, and I placed a little candle on here just so you can see how I wanted to style it, and I absolutely love it. You guys have to let me know what you think of this DIY, and also let me know which one was your favorite from today. You guys, thank you so much for being here and spending some time of your day with me. I really do appreciate it, and I love each and every one of you. And you guys, that is it for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and do consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love to have you be a part of my family. And you guys, I will start to premiere my videos, so that means you get to come on and chat with me live, and we can watch it together as it's going live. So do stay tuned for that. I will be posting prior to me going live, but I did want to give you a heads up because I do want to start premiering my videos, so that way we can talk and, you know, hang out and stuff like that. So look out for that, and I will see you all on the next one. God bless. Bye.